Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and today I'm going to make a card using the For You Dear from Lawn Fawn stamp set. It is super cute. I have not used it yet, but I love that it has like a deer front and then the deer hiney. I think that is so cute, and I want to do something that features both of those. So what I think I'm going to do is make a card that has a circle in it, and then the little guy is peeking out, and then when you open it you see his backside. So I think that's how I'm going to do this. So let's go ahead and get started. I think that the first, this is bent up, it was in my scrap, so I'm not going to use that one. But the first thing I'm going to do is cut this so that it is at 5.5 inches on the 11-inch side. So I'm cutting it in half. It's an 8.5 by 11, cut in half, and then scored in half. Now, when I said I wasn't going to use that, I mean I'm not going to use it for a card base. I will use it. Don't get twisted. I will use it. I don't waste stuff very much. I try not to. But it is bent, so I didn't want to necessarily use it for an actual card base. So I'm going to put my circle here, and I think around my circle I'm going to put this. Isn't this beautiful? I love this. It was in my in one of my, well, I can show you, in one of my card stacks. It is called Christmas Pinecone Lodge paper, and it's by Recollections. So this is a Michaels brand, and I'm pretty sure that this was one of the ones that I got for $5 after Christmas, or during their Christmas sale or something last year. I remember $5 being the price. So I am going to cut this at 4.25, and then I'm going to cut it again at 5.5. So it will cover the full front of the card, the full card front. And I like working with this, especially when I'm die cutting, because it's really thin, and I can just put it with my other, so that I know that they're in the exact same spot when I'm die cutting. I can just put it all through at once, and I don't have to worry about doing them separately. So that makes it a little nice. I also have this in that same pack that I thought was kind of neat, and I wasn't sure that maybe I would fit one. I don't know. I probably won't use this, but I liked it, so I took it out just in case. Before I stamp, I'm going to go ahead and do my die cutting just to make sure that I have that the way I want it. And then I also want to make a frame, and I'm going to do that in black. And I was going to do the inside in white, but now that I'm looking at this, I might do it. I have this like goldy color. I might do the inside in this, and I could write on this. I think I like that. So I will do that. Okay, so let's go ahead first and do my die cutting. I guess I lied. Let's not do the die cutting yet. Let's cut this down so that I know that I have it. So let me see, how wide is this? This is 4.5. So I'm going to cut it at 5.25 by 4, and this will give it a nice little border around the inside of the card. So this will go on the inside with a nice little border around it, like that. All right, so now let's do the die cutting, and I don't need that yet. I could even put this on the outside here, and then this. Would that look too layered? Or, you know what? I'm not going to use this to cut the border of the circle. I'm going to use this to cut the border of the circle. That will do it. Okay. Sorry, that was my chair. May not have sounded like my chair, but it was my chair. Okay, let's see. First things first, I am going to cut my circle out of this, and I'm sorry if you can't see. I am trying to do it at the front so that you can see, or at the top. And then I'm going to use the scalloped circle, which I think it only cuts the inside, which is what I'm counting on it doing. And I'm just going to center this a little bit toward the top. like that. Sandwich it in, and then just roll it on through. And it should cut both layers. Hopefully, hopefully. Yes, it did. And it did what I thought, where it just made a little border, so that's good too. So we're good there. And then what I need is then a circle that I can use to cut. I was thinking if I had a circle right around the edge of that, it would be kind of neat. So I'm gonna see if I have one that size. I actually haven't checked that yet. But I have these layering circles. And I'm hoping that the biggest one is maybe big enough, but I don't think it will be. No, it's not. So I'm wondering, I could, okay, because I have to use this because that matches that. So let me go ahead and cut this out with this. Okay, so I'm cutting that out. I'm gonna leave that in there. So it's like that, just because it makes me feel better to be able to see it. And then I'm taking this and I will just put it around the edge. Oh, it's gonna be a tight, tight fit. I wonder if I have a bigger circle. Or I could even just cut it around that dotted edge. I think I like the cutting idea better. Let me put this away in this one before I mess it up. Or here's this one. I could do this one. Okay, let's try this and see how this looks. And if this looks dumb, then I can still cut it around with the circle. I don't know how it will look. Huh, I don't know. We shall see. And then it does give me this big one, which is nice, but I don't need that one right now. That's too big. So I'm going to take these off so I can keep that paper. Put this over here. Take this. I kind of, now I'm thinking about it, I wonder if I need to do two of them, one for the inside. I don't know. I don't think I have enough of that yellow, so I think I'm going to be all right with just doing it with the one. Okay. I'm going to put this down here. Put that away, put this away so I won't get anything confused or in the wrong section. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down. I think I'm going to use my glue because I like this glue. This is my art glitter glue. You can see I didn't quite get it centered, but that's okay. I think it'll be all right. I hope it'll be all right. I think it'll be all right. I hope, dare you. All right, I'm just gonna put this right down, making sure that I line up the scallops. And one reason that it's nice to use glue is that it is a little more forgiving. Okay, so then I want to put this around it, and I could just do this. Well, that's weird. It's not like even. Oh my goodness, that is bizarro. Okay, there we go. You know what? I think that looks okay. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to take this and put it in here. I like to keep all of my little extras. And then, oh, that was a folder. This is going to go on the inside, so I'm going to go ahead and put that too. I do think I might do some stamping on this, and so usually I don't like to glue this down until I've done my stamping, but in this instance I'm going to, just because I want to make sure that I have a stamp around the deer. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down. And I didn't get it quite right. Gosh. It's crazy that the little things don't exactly line up. They look like they'd be just totally even, but they're not. That's gonna just have to work, even though it's not perfect. That's okay, because I'm gonna use that part to have the deer there. And I need a drink of my coffee. This is stressing me out. No, I'm teasing. But I don't have the die cut for my little guys, so I am going to stamp them both and then put them together and color them together, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it will. I'll show you. Not color them, cut them out together. So I will go ahead and use some white cardstock to stamp these on. So let's get to stamping. Let me see if I have any scrap white cardstock that I can use. I do. Okay, so I'm going to stamp these guys onto here. And I also want to stamp a sentiment. And I kind of like the dropping by to say. That's funny. I could put dropping by to say, and then I could put happy holidays here, and then I could put happy holidays on the inside too. That might be cute. Okay, so I need happy holidays and dropping by to say. And I need some black cards. Oh, I'm going to use this. I think I can cut this down to size. So I'm going to use this for this part, and I'm going to emboss this with gold embossing, and I'll use it for this part. But then in here, I will just use the black, I think. So let's go ahead and do all of this stamping. So first I'm going to stamp these two guys in black. My dear Heine. And I have my Stampin' Scrub over here. And my dear front. And I don't know what I did with my stamp set. Oh, did I put it over here? Yes, I did. Okay, I'll get that in a second. And then I need Happy Holidays on the inside here. Oh man! I knew that wasn't gonna work. See, when I put it down, it's not a good thing. What can I do to fix this? I don't even know that I like that Happy Holidays. It's kind of funny how it's written, but that's okay. What can I do to fix this? I have a little candy cane that I didn't use from something. That's not big enough. I know what I'll do. I will emboss it. When all else fails, emboss it with some black. So I will do Happy Holidays here embossed, and dropping by to say here embossed. So I will emboss on both of these. So let me get my Versa mark out. Make sure it's really nice and covered. And then hopefully I got it all. Looks like I did. So I'm going to quickly, not quickly, but kind of quickly. And of course I didn't use my heat emboss tool because I never do. I have this shiny embossing powder, glittery embossing powder from Michaels. And I was a little worried that it's embossing powder, but I read it again because it says that it's embossing powder. But it is awfully sparkly to be embossing powder, but I have some other that's sparkly like this, and it's pink, and I like it too. Oh, look at that. Where's my little brush? So, need to get all of that extra off of here. I feel like I was getting embossing powder on that, so I wanted to close it up. Ooh, this Happy Holidays isn't easy to read. Trying to get more of it off if I can. I don't know, man, that Happy Holidays is just not doing it for me. I'm gonna try it again. Okay, I don't like it. So I'm not going to use it. I will say something else other than the Happy Holidays because I don't like the way that looks. So I will get a different sentiment from a different stamp set, which is absolutely okay. I used to be super weird about that. I don't know why. Because it is weird, and I know it's weird, but I even still sometimes think, oh, I can't use a different stamp set. Yes, you can. You really, truly can. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one real quick before I ruin it. Okay, so dropping by to say, I guess I really wasn't going to do this one in the embossing, but I guess I am now. I'm crazy. So I'll do that, and then I need 2 sentiments. One for the inside of the card and one for the outside of the card that say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or something like that. So let me see here. I do have words over here. Just there's a Merry Christmas. I like that. Done with you, done with you. Need 2 of these. Let's use that embossing buddy. I don't like to always use it on the black because it does that, but it is very handy. I wonder if I did, I don't know if I should do black or gold on the outside or the inside. I'm just gonna prepare this. And you know what I'm gonna do too? I'm gonna do this side. Okay, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. So much better. So much better. Okay, so now let's, oops, gotta save my embossing powder. Although I will say that I have never ran out of embossing powder. So, I mean, a little bit is all that's taken each time you use it, but you get a lot in most of the embossing powder containers. So, I mean, honestly, this is 0.6 ounces, so it's it's not a lot, but holy cow, it goes a long way. So now let's heat these up. Hopefully you can see this change. There it goes. I love embossing. Okay, so now I have the Merry Christmases. And they're kind of neat. And I have this, and I have, oh, there it is. Dropping by to say. So let's go ahead and cut these out and get these positioned because I don't want to ruin it. I am just going to take my cutter and try to find a straight line. Good, and I was hoping that it would not cut the Merry Christmas, but I wasn't going to say anything until after I did it. Whew, okay, also dropping by to say Merry Christmas to you. And then I'm going to cut out the Merry Christmas in the same manner. I don't know if I got that very straight, but oh well. I will deal with it. It's this one that's not straight. I don't know if I should even try to fix it or not. There we go. And then I have one more somewhere. Here it is. This one is certainly harder to see on this gold, but I think it's pretty. Okay, so let's see how this is going to look. I could do the Merry Christmas there, or I could, no, I like it out here. So I'm going to do this Merry Christmas out here. I shouldn't have left that without its cap on it for so long, but it seems to be working okay, yay! And that's not exactly straight either, but you know, I'm dealing with it. And then I'm going to put this where I messed up on the inside. And hopefully it looks like it's supposed to be there. And then this one I'm going to put in here. I could even make it stick to both sides so that when you open it, it opens too. That might be kind of neat. If it will work. I just need a little bit on each side. And it's kind of neat. Okay, I like that. Put my cap on it. Oops. Remove this guy, put this guy back, put this ink back. Okay, I know this is getting to be a really long video, and I am sorry about that. But sometimes that's just the way it works out. So I'm going to put these away. Happy holidays. Okay, got that done. Now I should have, what did I do with my, did I put that back? Yes, I did. See, if I don't do it right now, I would have misplaced this and then not remembered where in the world it went. So I need to do that now. And I need a drink of coffee. And then I can color these guys. So if you want to fast forward while I color, feel free. If you want to stick around while I color, feel free. Either way, it won't hurt my feelings. Okay, that's a good brown for the deer. That's a good brown too. How did that happen? I got two good browns off the jump. That one's not. All right, I was pushing my luck. Those are two. Like light. I need a little bit darker. That one looks like it's going to be too yellow. Yeah, it's too yellow. Well, I have another bag. Oh, this has some nice browns in it, maybe. It covers up my light and it's hard to see, and it's probably hard for you guys to see, so I try to. That one's a little dark. I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want it darker or lighter. Ah, I think that's it. Because I'm thinking that I want this more for his little face. But I am going, and it's kind of gray, but that's okay. I'll make it so it's brown, I hope. That's my plan anyway. And I'm just going to color it down like this, because that won't be seen, but I need to make sure that I get them together. So I'm just coloring the whole thing in this lightest color to get it kind of saturated with the alcohol of the markers. From what I've learned, and from both experience and from watching other people, which is really the best way, I think, to learn how to color with the alcohol markers, is to watch and then practice. And then it's just a lot of practicing. And I know some of you tell me that I'm really good, and I really appreciate that, because I do practice a lot. But there are people that are so much better than me, and I wish I had a little bit of art background where I knew how to shade better and like where the light source is. I need to take a class on that, and they do offer them both online and in person. I just haven't taken the time to actually do it, but that is on my wish list of something that I would like to do sometime, so that I can learn how to color even better, because I really enjoy it. So if it's something that I enjoy, why not be the best that I can be at it, you know? Well, maybe that's a stretch. Maybe not the best that I can be, but you guys know what I'm saying. I'm just coloring that whole thing in. And then I'm going to color his body. Maybe I'm going to color his hooves. And I think I want his antlers to be the darkest, so I'm going to take this dark color and just kind of highlight where I think it would be a little darker. And I'm going to try to remember to make him Rudolph, because I really would like him to be Rudolph. Otherwise, it could just be any random deer. Doesn't even necessarily have to be Christmassy. And I want it to be Christmassy. Okay, so before I go any further, I'm going to take my medium marker again and just kind of blend some of that dark in. And then I'm going to take my light marker and blend some of that in. I actually like the way the face looks, so I don't know that I'm going to change any of that. I am going to take my medium again and oops. And then I think I'm going to take my dark again. I might even want his antlers to be a little bit darker than that, so let me see. And I think I want his belly to be a little bit lighter, so I said a little lighter and then I colored it darker. I meant darker. I was thinking in my head it's a little too light. So now I'm just playing with it, and I'm going to take that darker marker and do his little hooves. So I took the medium one and went over the belly again. Now this is the really dark one. I'm going to go over his hooves. I'm going to take the really dark one and go over his hooves over here. I'm not going to do his antlers yet until I do the dark. So let's do, I have the light on everything. I think this is the darker. So I'm going to go over the medium. And Lawn Fawn has a whole series of these guys where they are bookmarks, or you can make them into little peekers, whatever you want. I think it's really cute. And they have other animals, and I don't know if they're the only company that does it, but they're one of the companies. And I love the way that the critters look. There might even be some like Santa Claus or something. I don't really even know. I think like the base of his tail would be a little darker, so I'm just going in with a little darker. Then I'm going to go in with my darker one. Color his antlers in. Okay, and then I'm going to take the lighter one again. I might use this side. Then I'm going to take the lightest one and go over it all again. I'm going to step back and look at it. It's not awful, but I need some more work. Let's see, I need to go in with this medium, or is this the dark one? Oh, this is the dark one, okay. Glad I started on the edge. Oh, my nose is itching. Okay, and then I'm going to take the medium one. I'm just blending it all together. I don't like it when I can see the lines. Sometimes I think that looks good, but most of the time I don't like a contrast between the colors. So I just like to go in and do that. I think that's good. And then now I'm going to take this darker one, the darkest one, go in and do his antlers and redo his little hooves. And I'm going to take a pink and do his inside of his ears here. And then I'm going to take the lightest one and go over the pink again. And I might take the pink and do his little cheeks. There we go, I think that's pretty cute. So once you have that the way you want it, then what I'm going to do is cut them out like that. And gosh, I think what I'm going to do is cut this guy. Just a quick cut like that. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and cut this guy where I want him at the bottom, and I'm also going to cut his arms so that he can rest on the inside, like he can rest his arms on the outside of the card. And then I think I'm gonna just go ahead and cut him down. I was thinking it would be easy to cut them at the same time, but I'm not so sure, so. At least not all of it, but maybe some of it. If I can get him lined up and then do his antlers together, that would make it easier. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay, now I can maybe line them up. Actually, I think what I need to do is cut his body out too. Sorry, I'm concentrating, and when I have to really concentrate, I don't talk. And then I think about it, and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm not talking. So then I try to overcompensate sometimes, so I apologize for that, but it is difficult to talk sometimes when I am totally trying to figure out what in the world I'm going to do here. Okay, so let's see. That's their bodies. I have the tip of the ear cut out on this guy, so I'm going to cut the tip of the ear out on this guy. Hopefully they will line up. And let's do the tip of the ear on this guy too. Okay, yes indeed, they do line up, so that is fabulous. Yay! Okay, because I need them to line up. So I'm going to go ahead and just put glue on the top half of this guy. And I am going to stick these two together, lining up their ears the best that I can. Okay, so now that I have them stuck together, I should be able to just cut it once and have both of them. Oh, Lord help us. In theory. Oh, I'm cutting some of that off. This is where having the die would be helpful. Maybe I'll have to order that. And I probably should use smaller scissors. Oh good, it's getting better. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, take my dark marker, which I don't know which one it was now, of course, That one's good. I don't even care. I'm gonna use the big side though. No, I do care. I'm kidding. I'm just gonna color the edge. You could also do it with a black marker, but because the antlers were brown, I thought I'd do it with the brown marker, but honestly, I don't think it matters. Because the whole thing is outlined in black, at least for mine. You might use brown ink to do your stamping, I don't know. Or maybe you want a pink reindeer. I would like a pink reindeer. All right. Now I think we're really cooking with oil. Whoops. As I drop all of this stuff, I'm gonna get this candy cane too, because I might just use it. Maybe that reindeer will be holding a candy cane. All right, let's see how this looks. Let's put him in here. Oh, not like that, like, I want his arms to be hanging over like that. Oh my word. He is adorable. And I think he will be holding a candy cane. Like that. Then you open it up and you see his little Heidi. Oh my gosh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay, it's totally worth all of this effort. Totally worth it. All right, let me put some little glue on his legs and on his body and on his arms, but I want his arms. Actually, I don't even know that I need glue on his arms. So let me stick him back in here. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And I'm going to put this here. So let's just put some glue on the candy cane. And let's accent a little bit with a little bit of white. Now this is where I'm really not sure what I'm doing, but I know that I like it when I see it. So and then when you open it up, that might be good, I don't know. I know that like their tails are a little white underneath, so ooh, yeah, I'm gonna color that in with a lighter. So it's lighter, but it's not white. But then maybe I'll make just a little fine line of white, if I can get it. There we go. I like it, I like it, I like it. And last but not least, he needs to have a red Rudolph nose. I don't want the Hershey Kiss topping. It keeps wanting to Hershey Kiss on me. There we go. Oh my word. Microphone drop. I'm being a little dramatic, but I do love this card. It is so cute. Dropping by to say Merry Christmas. And then you open it up and there's this Heiny and it says Merry Christmas again. Oh my goodness. I love it. Hopefully you guys do too. Thanks for watching. I hope that you stuck with me. I know it was a long one, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.